Hi, Leo. How's it going? It's MJ. Happy to be here with you guys. We're going to do your March 2024 Intuitive Tarot. I do these daily, weekly, and monthly, and the Patreons get ad-free first access and a few other little goodies and discounts for the Patreons. There's 2 tiers. One's 5, one's 20-ish. And yeah, feel free to check that out. You can subscribe to the website. There's some merchandise, online courses, and a book. Otherwise, Leo, let's get into it. So my intention with tarot is to offer divine guidance and loving clarity for the Leos. Divine guidance and loving clarity for Leos for March 2024. So Leo, there's some grief going on. I feel like there might be a situation going on with your work life. Something's, maybe a opportunity didn't quite work out, or something you've been working towards hasn't worked out. It's feeling like you're stuck, you're hanged man energy. So there is something, divine going on, because if there is some grief and disappointment with regards to, again, something you've probably put a lot of work into, so, it's fair enough. And the hanged man just saying, like, you're being suspended. So, Leo, there could be some pretty big thing going down. Tower reverse and death card. This could be illness. Because there's also the Ten of Pentacles, which is, inheritance and stuff like that. Oh, Leo. Whoever this message is for, you're there. This is a massively transformational month, certainly. Not without its grief. The Ace of Swords is shining here. There obviously is going to be a new perspective on the other side of this. The moon there, when the moon in the mix of these energies, I gotta say, give me that sense of like, it's like, this is Uranian energy too, and the Uranus energy is definitely active for all of us, in different ways. But this is where it's just stuff you're not going to see coming. It's going to come out from where it comes out, and it's just a death in Tower reverse. To me, is a hugely significant event. With grief here, it's loss, it's potential for death. Just the way it is, it's one of I think that's part of even astrology and tarot, is that there's a realness to this life experience, and living in denial of the realness is something I think we can all fantasize and enjoy in those fantasies, but real life is real life, and we lose things, we lose people. There's plenty that can happen that's seemingly out of our control. The point being, this whole creatorship stuff or manifestation journey, I think, is the crux is always coming back to self-knowing on some deep and soulful level that we have chosen to be here. As brutal as it can feel or be or what have you, when we're having to face disappointment, feeling like we're completely stuck or suspended by out of control forces. And sometimes those phases of life can be like relentless. It's just one thing after another after another. And so no doubt there's some of that going on here. And just before I look down to see the Shining Woman, the World card, I'm like, but no doubt this is transformational to the point that you will be different and shaped to be a more whole and wise creator. The place of trees sometimes gives me that sense of like the promised land. Like you'll get to the promised land after living through the experience that you're going to live through this month. I must say, my lovers, this reading is feeling pretty specific. at this point too. Although broadly speaking, some of the themes might apply, but specific to like the depth of loss, yeah. New beginning, beautiful stuff, just out of their control, but destined portals of awakening and transformation. Ships coming in, definitely. So there's benevolence and new tidings with the King of Cups in this present state. I'm thinking this is just very grounded, but emotionally sovereign, emotionally self-aware, emotionally responsible, right? Like this is good people, good energy, and him holding the ships here is like, even amongst the turbulent seas, this person's got you. And or you've got yourself, right? There's the Bardo card, and I actually just heard I got the message about Death Eater, and I'm very curious about the message this Bardo. The liminal, the in-between, the transition. It is said that the Bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us, or see visions of lives that we have not yet lived. In the Bardo, there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. So when light, spaciousness, grace, forgiveness, truth, when dark, torment, dislocation, hallucination, transience, go deeper. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, Lament of the Dead by James Hillman and Sonu Shamdasani. Yeah, I mean, this stuff is like intense for sure, and yet I too like the side messages about like embracing this phase of life. I know it's like from the emotional human whatever's perspective, it just could be long, arduous, sleepless nights and lots of emotional pain and grief, and it's just brutal in many ways, and yet on a psychic level or a spiritual level, again, deeply transformational. And part of what this is explaining is like tapping into some of your psychic potency. Because the Bardo energy to me is like the veil's thin now. You're going through something major, and and thus in your vortex the veil is thin. You can access the juice. I'm getting like tinglies and kind of like this is kind of super duper potente. The pinnacle. Ooh. Yeah, I do feel that. I'm like, ooh, you're moving through something without even realizing perhaps too that you're like you're right at the top of something, and again, like, and then all this more stuff happens that and you might feel absolutely forlorn in moments that things aren't happening. So it might have been for Cancer just before, but I did read the Descendant, so the cardinal points, Leo. Oh no, that's not right. Midheaven. The pinnacle. Yeah, I mean, so there's obviously a lot going on, right? But the midheaven is also, but with that initial message with that Eight of Pentacle reverse, remember it was like a creative project, something you worked really hard on. It could be obviously to do with your career, how you're seen in the world, what have you. That it is teaming up with the you know, the whole reading, as far as you might be grieving a certain disappointment, and yet within moving through this energy of out of controlness or losses or death or grief, and just this profoundly transformational energy, you might start to kind of scratch the surface or start to reach to new heights on the other side through this sort of psychic-y, really profound transition you're going through. And it is saying action-wise, you might be being guided to put yourself out there on social media or set up a social media page or a website or any of that. Yeah, so Leo, like this is bound to be a transformational time where you start to permission yourself to be your own personal authority and put yourself out there in a way that is authentic to you and true to you and honest to you and all that. And knowing that it's just your own personal dream, like through this transformation, it's like letting go of a lot of the baggage or the ancestral limitations or whatever, and like allowing yourself to have a certain discipline and take on the traditional things that you want, but then really let go. And I'm saying like disengage the stuff that just doesn't feel real or authentic to you, that you wouldn't want to take moving forward, basically. And this probably very much connected to work. But a lot of us know, like work or family, like there's certain things in life that it all connects, right? It's all woven in together with the tapestry of our existence. And for a lot of you, there's the shining world. These are closings, endings, death, tower, out of control stuff, but coming out of nowhere, possibly. The veil is thin. There's depth of wisdom to integrate, to embody, to excavate, in these maybe watery or emotionally intense times. But coming out the other side is like a new perspective, birthing this new perspective, feeling renewed somehow on the other side. It is pretty miraculous. We just have to kind of move through the process as best we can, not die. That which doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And yet grief and loss and pain and losing people, like that's part of life. And then we get to birth anew. We get to kind of climb out of that old skin and feel reborn. And for some of you, this rebirth is intimately connected with your working life. I would say take a break, don't give up, and stay the course. And allow yourself to keep rebirthing and keep showing up how you want to. Yeah, I think that will do for me, lovers. My beautiful. There's always this frequency deck that excitement. See, there's something about allowing ourselves enough rest and grief and times to maybe wallow in that space to feel authentic research, to feel an authentic sense of, okay, I have energy to go to the shops today, or I'm gonna go do this today, and gently let those energies of creativity, unique, there's something definitely here about you being you, confidence, and all these cards, confidence, self-love, uniqueness, empowerment. Like Leo, it's really about you shining and you letting yourself finally really be who look, I said shining woman, be who you're here to be who you want to be, like kind of trust in that call, trust in that process. Big stuff. Let me know if that resonates with you, Leo. And good luck. May the force be with you. My strong Leo warrior lovers. You guys are amazing. Stay strong. It's go, baby. It's go time. Rebirth time. So, let me know if that resonates with any of you guys. And if you like that, have a subscribe, a like. Thanks for all your love and support, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Peace out.